Hi everyone, welcome back. So in this video what we will do is we will learn about how to deploy a virtual machine, and this virtual machine is a Linux based because up till now we have seen all the Windows based virtual machine. So let me go and add a uh, Linux based virtual machine here, and we can see how exactly we can spin up here. So again, going back to the same virtual machine UI, here we can see a subscription where we will be billed and charged for this resource. I can create a new resource group, for example say KKRG, and you can give any name which you like, and the virtual machine name, let me say test Ubuntu. I can select any of the region, and then this is what I've selected here. So let me take a Azure spot instance, so this will give me a flexibility for having, so they will be charging me less on this because I have a flexibility of giving up the resources in less than 24 hours if required by Azure. So going forward, yes, so there are two ways here. Now you can use an SSH public key or you can use a password. So let me go easy here, so I can make it password here, and I can just select the username and password. So the best way in the production would be to go and use the SSH key, because that's the easy way, and that's more is more stronger than the password based approach. So I'm opening the port SSH22 because when you will connect to this Ubuntu machine or Linux machine, you need an SSH port where you will port 22, where you will go and connect to this machine from your either from your terminal or from your putty, and something of this kind. So any of the third-party tool you can use. So for this you have to have this port 22 open. If this port 22 is not open, you will not be able to connect to this machine. So we are trying to open this, and then now let's go to the disk. Let me select minimum standard HSD. Go to networking, so it will create a default virtual network and the sub network, and then there is a public IP here. Let me go to management, advanced, everything we will keep it default here, and we will try to create a virtual machine here. So now it will do all the validation, and finally I can create this machine. So let me create this machine and get back to you once this is up and running. So the deployment is done. So let me go back to the machine, and yep, so on this machine now, this is my Ubuntu machine, which is Linux based. So this is my public IP. So now let me go, and what we can do is we can run these two commands. So this command will basically update the package, and this command will install the NGNIX server, which is a web server on this machine. So let me do that, and again let's see, let me go here. So what I've done is I've installed, so this is the way to connect. So what we have done up till now is we have installed, or we have deployed the test the Ubuntu Linux machine, and now I've connected the Ubuntu machine by using this command. So this is my username, and this is my IP address, public IP address of that machine. So the moment you connect by using the SSH terminal, or by using any terminal, if you're using Mac or by putty, and then you run this command, so this will update the latest package, and then finally this will install the NGNIX. So what we are trying to do here is we are trying to install the Linux machine, and after installing the Linux machine, we are trying to install the NGNIX on top of it and trying to access it. So now right now what I've done, I've installed the NGNIX web server on this Ubuntu machine. So now what I'm trying to show you here is with this public IP, when I try to access the web server NGNIX, it is not allowing me to access the connection timeout. Why? Because when you go back on this machine, and if you see here on the inbound rule, the firewall rule or the network security group rule, there is no HTTP allowed here. So anyone who is coming from the internet to connect to this web server, because when you connect to web server, you need a port 80 to be open here. So now let's see if I add a port 80 here. So I am saying any source range, any destination, my port is 80, and what I will do is I will allow the allow this port to be open. So the moment I will allow this port to be open, and now when I go and try to hit this web server, the NGNIX landing page should come and show me on the browser. So let's see, this is this is created. So let's see, again go back to the this IP address. This IP address, public IP address, you can get it from here. If you see here, this is my public IP address, and this public IP address we can copy and we can go and try to hit here. So now this should allow me to go and connect to this web server, and it should show me the page here. So let me come back the moment it loads. So now if you see here, my NGNIX page has been loaded here. So what exactly, let me brief here what exactly we learned here. So we went to my virtual machine, installed the Linux Ubuntu machine here, and after doing that we ran a couple of commands. These two commands we ran. This command is to connect to the machine. This command is to update the packet, and this command is to install the NGNIX. Now if I try to just go and access the NGNIX, it will not allow me because this port 80 was not open. So now what I did is I went to security group and then added the port 80 rule, and then after that when I'm trying to hit, I'm able to go to the NGNIX page. So this is what we have learned up till now. So hopefully this was useful and added value. So thanks for watching. Thanks a lot.